Words of Wisdom, Life Awakening Series, Episode 6. Failure does not mean you lost. Listen, there is something we need to understand about failure. Failure does not mean you are finished. It does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are not good enough. And it does not mean you have lost. Sometimes, failure is simply life showing you another way. You tried. You gave it everything you had. You believed it would work, but it didn't, and that can hurt. You can feel disappointed. You can feel embarrassed. You can even question yourself. But don't let one failure convince you that your entire life is a failure. A failed business does not mean you are a failure. A failed relationship does not mean you are unworthy of love. A failed opportunity does not mean you will never succeed. A mistake does not define your entire life. What matters is what you do next. Get up, learn from what happened, look at what went wrong, change what needs to change, and try again. Because sometimes, the lesson you learn from failure becomes more valuable than the success you are chasing. Failure teaches you patience. Failure teaches you discipline. Failure teaches you humility. Failure shows you who truly believes in you. And sometimes, failure introduces you to a stronger version of yourself. Think about how many successful people failed before they succeeded. They were rejected. They made mistakes. They lost money. They made wrong decisions. They faced disappointment. But they continued. They understood something important. Losing once does not mean you have lost forever. The real loss is giving up on yourself. The real loss is refusing to learn. The real loss is allowing one painful chapter to become the ending of your story. So if you are failing right now, don't be ashamed. Don't hide from the lesson. Don't compare your journey to someone else's success. You may be closer than you think. Take a breath. Stand up. Start again. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving. Maybe your first attempt didn't work. Try again. Maybe your second attempt failed. Learn more. Try again. Maybe you have fallen many times. Get up one more time. Because your future is not determined by how many times you fall. It is determined by whether you are willing to rise. One day, you may look back at the thing you called failure and realize it was preparing you for something greater. The door that closed may have taught you to build your own door. The rejection you experienced may have pushed you toward your true purpose. The mistake you made may have given you wisdom you could never have learned any other way. So don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of giving up too soon. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep moving. Keep believing in yourself. Failure is not the opposite of success. Sometimes, failure is part of the journey to success. You learned, you grew, you became stronger. So get back up, take another step, and keep going. Because your story is not over. Failure does not mean you lost. Sometimes, it means you are still becoming who you were meant to be.